upon a time, Shakespeare said there's nothing more cuter than a jealous, pouting anime girl. And it's more fun when it's the childhood friend. So here are 10 romance anime where the childhood friend gets jealous. Let's go. If you want to know more details about the secret isekai project I'm developing, check my X account. You'll find anime memes too. Link down in the comments. Number 10, Vermeil in Gold.
わかったからちょっと落ち着いてリリア。
何言ってんの？は？試験まで何日だと思ってんのよ。ほら、分かったらあんたもさっさと脱ぎなさい。
You know who every childhood friend hates? A beautiful demon lady. Alto Goldfield is a dedicated student at the Ortegia Academy of Magic, who sucks at summoning. But when he cracks open an old grimoire, he unexpectedly summons Vermeil, a powerful demon. To his surprise, she agrees to become his familiar after a kiss. Now, that's all good and all until Alto's childhood friend starts to see this new demon as a problem.
で、なんでこの女がいるんだい？それはこっちのセリフよ。
いい加減仲良くしてよ。
Apart from the whole childhood friends jealousy, this show balances its fantasy battles with some pretty decent fan service and humor, making it a fun mix. Vermeil's character really carries this series. She's hot, strong, and surprisingly caring. It's one of those anime where the story still matters, even with the fan service stuff in the mix. Overall, it's a solid watch if you want a mix of action, humor, and a bit of romance. Number 9, Love Hina.
何を言ってるんですか。
何してるのよ、このスケベ。この男がここがのかってうちの胸を。逆だ。行くわよ、キツネ。
Kaitaro Urashima promised a girl he'd meet her at Tokyo University. But after bombing his entrance exams, he ends up helping run his grandmother's old hotel, which is now an all-girls dorm. Suddenly, he's living with 5 girls. And since this is one of those old-school anime, this goes bonkers with all the awkward moments and funny situations.
と言って。
メガネ外すと結構可愛い顔してるんだ。現実の重さはどう？
This is one of those old but gold anime with a solid mix of comedy and romance. Some episodes feel a bit standalone from the main plot, but come on. If you're an old anime fan, I'm pretty sure you've watched more filler than actual episodes. Sure, it isn't a deep story, but it has tons of moments for a good laugh. I cannot mention the childhood friend without spoiling, so I'll zip my mouth. Number 8, Orisuki, Are You the Only One Who Loves Me?
ジョーロ君、少し待ってもらえないかな。
どうしました。
その明日の土曜日、よければ私と出かけないかい？
Juro Kisaragi is a pretty average guy, juggling a weird love triangle. Over one weekend, he goes out with a girl called Sakura and another girl called Himawari, only to find out both girls are crushing on his best friend, Sunshine. Juro, pretending to be clueless, secretly schemes to get Sunshine to fall for either Cosmos or Himawari, with himself as the prize. But things get more complicated when a girl called Pansy reveals Juro's true personality, turning the game upside down.
はい、どうぞ。
はい。
さあ、お舐めなさいな。今日はあなたの大好物よ。
お舐めませんわ。
This is one of those love triangle anime that's actually worth watching, and trust me, this guy is a real fun main character. Juro's mix of sweetness and secretly sneaky side keeps him interesting, and Pansy really steals the spotlight with her cleverness. The first season has like 3 story arcs, but the first story arc is the best one. Trust me, I rarely say this, but that single arc has more plot twists than Attack on Titan. Number 7, Osamake, rom-com where the childhood friend won't lose.
これならどうだ。
やりなよ。チューするんでしょ？そんなことする勇気ないくせに。
The last one was Orisuki. This one is Osamake. So don't mix the two up. Suharu Maru is a high school kid caught in a love triangle, stuck between his childhood friend Kuroha, who's basically the big sister type, and his crush on the popular idol author Shirokusa Kachi. Things get complicated when Kuroha confesses her feelings, but he's not into her that way, and instead he's chasing after Kachi. After a setback when Kachi's taken, Kuroha suggests they team up for some revenge.
やっぱりカチさんが好きだから偽の恋人はやめにしようって言うんでしょ？絶対嫌。
This show is different because this pretty much revolves around the childhood friend trope. It's like the light novel writer thought, what the heck, the childhood friend trope is getting popular, I can milk it off like a cow. Jokes aside, the characters feel real, and even side characters get moments to shine, which is rare in harem anime. The ending is a mixed bag for some people, but this is just a good story that needs a second season. Number 6, Waiting in the Summer.
俺んち来ませんか？いちか先輩さえ良ければだけど。
Time for some supernatural stuff. Kaito Kirishima spends a summer testing out his camera on a bridge when he sees a strange blue light streak across the sky. A couple of seconds later, the guy gets pushed off a railing and wakes up with no memory. When he gets back to his normal life, Kaito and his friends decide to make a film during summer break, which of course gets a little too complicated.
洗濯機の上に置いときますから。
ありがとう。
開けなくていいです。
This knows how to keep things engaging beyond the typical high school romance, mainly because it has a supernatural element in it. The art is pretty solid, and I rarely praise the art and animation of a romance anime. The characters grow on you, and the chemistry among them feels natural, even when the love triangles and rectangles start hitting you. Number 5, Orange.
遅くなってごめん。
ヘアピン。
今日は絶対つけたいって思って。
Time travel's always fun, but is it fun in a romance way? Well, it creates a ton of drama, that's for sure. Orange follows Naho Takamiya, a second-year high school student who receives a letter from her future self. The letter warns her about regrets she'll face and asks her to watch out for transfer student Kaikaru Naruse, who's key to her future. Guided by these notes, Naho tries to make better choices and help Kaikaru navigate his struggles, hoping to prevent the mistakes her future self mentions.
俺は3人の中でナホに一番告白したい。
Orange does a good job balancing drama and romance without relying too much on time travel as a power to change fate. Let's just say it's like Steins Gate Light with less science and more drama. Characters also grow in believable ways, especially Naho and Kakeru. Their romance is pretty sweet, but sometimes can get a little frustrating because Kakeru pushes Naho away repeatedly. And this anime pretty much has something a lot of other romance anime don't have: a good ending. Number 4, Tomo-chan is a girl.
一緒に帰ろうぜ。
Oh yeah, bring in the tomboy. And I'm not talking about Misaka Mikoto. I'm talking about Tomo Azawa. She and her buddy June have been friends since childhood, doing everything together. But Tomo's been crushing on June, but he sees her as just a buddy. As they start high school, Tomo confesses her feelings, but June doesn't get it because she's super tomboyish and rough around the edges. So can this tomboy finally express her love?
骨を折らねえようにまた煮干しのおにぎり作ってやるからな。
I love this series because it's light and funny. It has plenty of gags and awkward moments that make that friend zone stuff feel more real than usual. What's cool is how the writers handle Tomo's determination and Mizu's shady but funny role as a sort of antagonist. Anime gents have been asking for a tomboy anime for a long time, so this is like a dream come true. Number 3, Your Lie in April.
私には必死にしがみついているように見えるよ。ピアノ弾いてる後世の方がかっこよかった。
Ah, yes. Bring your tissues, folks. And we're gonna need a really big box for this one. Your Truth in December follows Kosei Arima, a piano genius who meets Karo Miyazono, a free-spirited violinist who drums up his old passion for music and pushes him back into the spotlight. The two make a great team and they realize they have a lot in common too, until Kosei realizes Kaori has been hiding some lies.
先ほどは失礼しました。余計なこと言ったら殺すぞどうだ
地獄のような。
This hits you harder than the Titanic hit the iceberg. It's not just about first love. It explores trauma, loss, and healing in a way that makes your heart twist into different shapes. And the production of this anime is gorgeous. The animation is vibrant and the music syncs perfectly with the mood of each scene. Man, this anime is a masterpiece, and there is no denying it. Number 2, Nisekoi False Love.
そうかな。でも私は桐崎さんがどうして一条くんを好きになったのかわかる気がするけどな。
we're moving into a love triangle a certain fandom went to war over. Raku Ichiju is just a regular high school kid and the heir to a tough Yakuza family. 10 years ago, he made a promise to a girl and kept a pendant as proof. Like every anime, the girl freaking leaves, and now our guy is maintaining a fake relationship with a Yakuza daughter called Chitoge just to keep their families in line. Now, he's trying to stay under the radar, especially since he's crushing on his childhood friend, Kosei Onodera.
なんで俺の悪口ばっかり。
ダメのもっと無職で見えるな。
お前褒めろよな。
あんたのどこに褒める要素が？
Nisekoi is pretty much what you expect from a rom-com with some overused tropes, but it's far from boring. The characters are surprisingly likable, even if the show doesn't break new ground. The love triangle is pretty much what keeps the show alive in the first place, but as time moves on, more girls get added to the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, the harem. The anime isn't over, but the manga is, so to see which girl he picked, go read the manga. Number 1, more than a married couple, but not lovers.
いろんな人とキスしてるって思ってんだ。
別にそういうわけ。
チュー。ジローだけだよ。
Imagine being in a class called Couples Practice. Yep, it exists in anime. Here, you are paired with a girl and you are forced to spend time as a couple. The couples in this class are shoved into a room, monitored through cameras, and then given a grade. And the two guinea pigs for this class are high school student Jiro Yakuen and the girl Akari Watanabe. Now, the issue is that both these people want to have couples practice with different people. And our guy wants to be a couple with his childhood friend Shiori.
ジロー君、目を閉じて少しかがんで。
え？これ夢？
This is one of the best romance anime of 2022. Besides, our girl Akari is what you call a gal. Remember those gals from My Girlfriend is Gal? Yeah, she's one of those. And since the two must find a way to reach the top 10, this show always has a ton of tension. Will the childhood friend win, or will the gal win? I don't know, but this anime is fun, and I'm really praying for a second season.